drawing games for fun.
Juventus even knows what their identity is. They don't know exactly how they want to play their football.
No superstars are truly world-class players, no longer dominating Serie A.
I think it's pretty clear to me now that Mota doesn't understand the Juventus DNA, because I could tell you it's not possession, it's not having the youngest, second youngest team, whatever it is. It's winning games, it's being successful, it's competing, and they didn't do that. And even when they do, they don't do it for 90 minutes.
What happened to Juventus? When it came to Italian football, their name had stood above the rest. Born in the heart of Turin in 1897, this club became more than just a team. It became a force of nature, a symbol of dominance, a dynasty built on grit, brilliance, and an unbreakable will to win. With 36 Serie A titles, 15 Coppa Italia trophies, and 9 Supercoppa Italiana crowns, they reigned supreme in Italy, rewriting records and making the black and white jersey one of the most feared sights in world football.
Juventus qualified.
Yeah, Juventus qualified.
But no empire lasts forever. In recent years, Juventus have stumbled. Once a giant, now a club searching for its identity. Once the kings of Italy, now a team fighting to reclaim its throne. So what happened, and how bad are Juventus actually? In the early 2010s, Juventus made an incredible comeback, re-establishing themselves as the best team in Italy and one of the top clubs in Europe. From 2011 to 2018, they were unstoppable, thanks to smart coaching, strong tactics, and a team that mixed experienced stars with young talent. The 2011-2012 season was a turning point for Juventus. They hired Antonio Conte, a former club captain, as their new coach. Conte introduced the 3-5-2 formation, which focused on solid defending and controlling the midfield. His tactics worked perfectly. Juventus went the entire league season unbeaten, something extremely rare in modern football. Their defense was rock solid, with players like Gianluigi Buffon, Bonucci, Andrea Barzagli, and Chiellini forming a nearly unbreakable back line. In midfield, Andrea Pirlo and Arturo Vidal controlled the game, combining creativity and toughness. With this strong team, Juventus won the Serie A title and officially returned to the top. Conte's Juventus continued to dominate in the following seasons. They won the 2012-2013 Serie A title with 87 points, and then broke records in 2013-2014, finishing with 102 points, the most ever in Serie A history. They also won the Supercoppa Italiana in 2012 and 2013, further proving their dominance in Italy. However, their Champions League performances were disappointing. While they ruled Serie A, they struggled in Europe and couldn't translate their domestic success into Champions League trophies. In 2014, Massimiliano Allegri replaced Conte as the head coach. Many fans doubted him at first, but he quickly proved them wrong. Allegri built on Conte's foundation, but also introduced new tactics, making Juventus more flexible and harder to beat. Under him, Juventus won 4 more Serie A titles in a row, from 2014 to 2018, showing their complete dominance in Italian football. One of Allegri's greatest achievements was Juventus' success in the Coppa Italia. The team won the cup 4 times in a row, something no Italian club had ever done before. Juventus also improved in the Champions League under Allegri. They reached the final in 2015, but lost 3-1 to MSN Barca. In 2017, they made it to the final again, but were defeated 4-1 by Real Madrid. Although they fell short, making 2 finals in 3 years showed that Juventus had become one of Europe's top clubs again. Their success during this time was built on a mix of experienced leaders and exciting young talents. They had the established veterans like Buffon, Bonucci, Barzagli, and Chiellini, but they also had Pirlo's passing, Vidal's energy, and Pogba's skill. In the attack, Carlos Tevez was a key goal scorer, and later Paulo Dybala became a star with his creativity and finishing ability. Juventus had also made smart business moves during this time. They built their own stadium, which opened in 2011. This gave them a modern home and a strong home field advantage. They also made sure to balance spending and success to make sure that the club remained strong for the future. That all kind of changed with the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo. In July of 2018, Juventus made headlines by signing CR7 from Real Madrid for a transfer fee of 100 million euros. This move was made in an attempt to boost Juventus' chances of winning the Champions League, a title that had eluded them since 1996. Ronaldo, who was known for his exceptional goal-scoring ability, especially in the Champions League, was seen as the man to take Juventus to the next level. He made an immediate impact at the club.
You give Ronaldo, again, the spotlight and the stage, and well, who can question whatever Juventus can do in this competition?
Over 3 seasons, he scored 101 goals in 134 appearances. His contributions were pivotal in securing 2 Serie A titles and 2 Supercoppa Italiana trophies for the club. Notably, Ronaldo became the first player to finish as the top goal scorer in England, Spain, and Italy, highlighting his adaptability across Europe's top leagues. Despite Ronaldo's impressive performances though, Juventus continued to experience challenges in the Champions League. In the 2018-2019 season, they were eliminated in the quarterfinals by Ajax. The following season, they faced a surprising exit in the round of 16 against Lyon. In the 2021 season, another round of 16 elimination occurred, this time at the hands of Porto. These early exits were disappointing, especially given the club's significant investment in Ronaldo with the primary goal of achieving European success. Off the pitch, Ronaldo's transfer had substantial financial implications for Juventus. The transfer fee, combined with his substantial wages, placed a significant burden on the club's finances.
But Juventus became a different team with Ronaldo. And it's not necessarily all for the good.
While Ronaldo's presence boosted merchandise sales and global visibility, the financial strain was too evident. The pandemic made the situation worse, affecting revenue streams like matchday income and broadcasting rights. Ronaldo's arrival had also changed the team's dynamics. While his goal-scoring form was undeniable, there were discussions about the team's over-reliance on him for their goal scoring. Some analysts suggested that his dependence might have affected the team's overall cohesion and the development of the other players. Additionally, the tactical adjustments that were needed to accommodate a player of Ronaldo's caliber led to imbalances in other areas of the squad. Ronaldo's tenure at Juventus was marked by some individual moments and great performances. However, the primary objective of securing the Champions League remained unfulfilled. The financial and tactical challenges that accompanied his signings showed the complexities that were involved in bringing a superstar into an already established team framework. After Ronaldo left Juventus in the summer of 2021, the club still faced significant challenges both on and off the field. His departure not only meant losing a top goal scorer, but also required the team to redefine its identity and strategy. Ronaldo's exit came just days before the transfer window closed, leaving Juventus little time to find a suitable replacement. The team struggled to adjust, and early performances reflected this instability. In the first match without Ronaldo, Juventus suffered a surprising 1-0 defeat to Empoli, highlighting the immediate impact of his departure. The period following Ronaldo's exit saw several managerial shifts. Pirlo's tenure as the head coach was short-lived, and Allegri returned back to the club to restore stability. Despite his previous successes with the club, Allegri faced difficulties in replicating his past glories, and Juventus' performances remained inconsistent. Financially, the club was still under strain. They were still feeling the impacts of the investment in Ronaldo and the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, so they had a limited ability to make impactful signings. The financial pressure, coupled with the fact that they had an aging squad, made it very challenging to compete at the highest level. However, there was increased hope when Thiago Motta arrived. The work he had done at Bologna was incredibly impressive. He had made Xerxes look like an actual footballer, but that hope was short-lived. The team isn't losing games, but they aren't winning either. A team that once destroyed Serie A teams for fun is now tying games for fun. They were at one point one of the worst teams ever to be undefeated in the top 5 league. In the Champions League, they faced an early exit, losing to PSV in the knockout playoffs, so no hope for European success.
I really think that PSV is a much better footballing side than them at the moment. They know exactly what they want to do, how they're going to do it, and I think they merited it. I don't think it was Juventus were, so poor today. I think PSV are much better than them. That's the reality.
Despite the team's challenges though, certain players have stood out. Vlahovic, while at times being somewhat inconsistent, leads the team in scoring in all competition. His contributions have been vital in keeping Juventus competitive in the Serie A. Signing Kolo Muani from PSG in January also provided a big boost to the squad. The Frenchman has made an immediate impact, delivering crucial assists and adding another dynamic to the attack. Just look at his performance in the Derby d'Italia against Inter Milan, where he assisted the winning goal.
Sul secondo palo anticipato Cop Mainers, non è finita. Kolo Muani, giocata pazzesca di Kolo Muani, pallone passa e poi finisce in porta. Ha segnato la Juventus.
This guy is a star and he's showing it. Thiago Motta has emphasized the importance of hard work and resilience as the team aims for a top 4 finish to secure Champions League qualification for the next season. He has praised the players' dedication and highlighted the need for continuous improvement to overcome the setbacks that were faced earlier in the season. The remainder of the year is crucial for Juventus. Securing a top 4 spot in Serie A is a must, especially for the financial stability of the club, and to give Juventus another chance of attracting talent in the upcoming transfer windows. The club's management is likely to focus on strategic signings and developing existing talent to rebuild a squad capable of competing both domestically and in Europe. They're gonna look for players that Thiago Motta wants, and then we can see truly what he can do as a manager. He needs to be backed financially to see where he can take the club. Juventus' story has always been of ups and downs. From the Calciopoli scandal to coming back and dominating Serie A, their journey shows just how unpredictable the sport can be. But one thing has always been true about the old lady: they never give up. The club has built itself before, and it can do it again. As they go through this period of change, they can learn from past successes and mistakes to shape a better future. The road back to the top won't be easy. Teams like Atalanta, Inter Milan, and Napoli are improving. There will be difficulties and setbacks, but with smart planning and strong determination, Juventus can rise again. They have the history, the passion, and the will to fight for greatness. Now, it's time to write the next chapter.